Hey everybody, thank you so much for finding us here at Press A to Talk. My name is Kurt, and today I wanted to make a short video, just a casual video for you guys about 5 games that were revealed at E3 2021 that I personally am really excited about. So first, let's start with Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope. So this is a game that's being developed by Ubisoft Milan. The director is David Soliani, who is the director who did the first Mario plus Rabbids game. And when that game was revealed, when Miyamoto came on stage at the Ubisoft press conference a few years back, the camera cuts to Mr. Soliani, and he was in the crowd, and he was literally in tears, just overwhelmed that this was actually happening. So he has so much passion for these projects, and that really showed through in the first game. And I'm so excited to see what he does next with the series. It looks like there's going to be, more tactics gameplay, more wacky comedy. But this time it takes place in space. And so that really sort of kicks open the front door in regards to what they can do with it, because they're not just tethered to the Mushroom Kingdom, which in and of itself is kind of wild and anything can happen there. But now we're in space. There are these Rabbid Luma things. There's Rabbid Rosalina now. I don't know. It looks like it's going to be another goofy adventure that was created with love, and if it's anything like the first game, I can't wait to play it. The next game I want to talk about is an indie game called Summerville. Summerville is being developed by Jumpship, and it kind of has Inside and Limbo vibes. Those are games that were developed by Playdead. So it kind of makes sense that it has these vibes, because Jumpship is partnered with one of the former CEOs and co-founders of Playdead, Mr. Dino Patty. And so this trailer starts, and we see just sort of, it's got like a small town vibe, not a small town vibe necessarily, just it's a family vibe. There's a dad, a mom, a kid, and a dog, and they're just relaxing when all of a sudden what appears to be some kind of alien invasion starts to happen. And so it seems like it's going to be kind of a puzzle platformer with environmental storytelling about how a family is surviving and overcoming whatever happens when there's an alien invasion. I don't know. It looks really, really interesting. I love the art style. I love the premise. And it seems very like intimate. And so I'm excited to see how that all plays out. The next game I'm talking about is another big one. This is Guardians of the Galaxy. I didn't realize how many of these games were about aliens until I started recording, and there's another one about aliens. So this one is published by Square Enix, developed by Eidos Montreal. And whenever they announced this game, they first showed it, and I was like, because I got really excited when they announced an Avengers game a while back. But then it came out, and not to comment on the gameplay or anything like that, but it's a living game. It's a living, most like multiplayer game, and that's just not the kind of games that I'm into personally. But then they said the 4, magic words: single player, story driven, and I'm on board. I think it looks really fun. I think that the combat and the action looks delightful. Looks like there's going to be some variety there. And I also get some kind of some Mass Effect vibes from sort of the dialogue options, and maybe a little of Telltale in there about, decisions you make are going to have effects in the future about what characters think about you, and what options might be available to you. And it also maintains the humor and the style from the movies. And I'll be the first to admit that I'm a DC fanboy. I don't read a lot of Marvel comics. I don't really know what the tone and vibe of Guardians of the Galaxy in the comics is. But at the very least, this is maintaining the characters that we love, at least from the movies, which personally is exciting for me. The next game I want to talk about is A Plague Tale Requiem. This is a game developed by Asobo Studio. It's a sequel to 2019's A Plague Tale Innocence, which was one of my favorite games of 2019. It features a group of young characters and medieval-ish Europe trying to overcome a plague. But it's not just a normal plague, of course. It's this crazy, fantastical plague where rats are quite literally forming tornadoes. It sounds crazy, but the stories are kind of down to earth. It's about, it's about family. It's about caring for one another, and it's about overcoming impossible odds. And it kind of has like sort of fantastical The Last of Us vibes. So I'm really excited to see what that studio does next, because they completely won me over with the first game. And the last game I want to talk about was showcased in Nintendo's Direct, and that's Metroid Dread. So this is being developed by Mercury Steam Entertainment. They're the ones that did the Metroid 2 remake, Samus Returns, that came out on 3DS in 2017. This is another 2D Metroid. It's being pitched as Metroid 5. It's a direct sequel to Metroid Fusion. For those of you who don't know, Metroid Fusion, Samus kind of gets a bio component added to her suit, and we can see that in the blue accents in her suit in the Metroid Dread trailer. And it's just awesome to finally see a follow-up to what is personally one of my favorite Metroid games, and to see the Metroid Dread revived after 15 years of rumors of it happening and being canceled. I'm just really excited to see what Nintendo and Mercury Steam are able to pull off, and it looks really good. It looks like there's going to be some stealth elements. It looks like there's going to be some more interesting like combat parrying, combat encounters. I'm really excited to see how that turns out. So those are 5 games that I'm really excited about. Please feel free to comment. Let us know what games you're excited about. I really hope you liked this video. If you did, please like it. Think about subscribing. Comment below. Thanks so much for everything.